Oh my gosh. Okay, Kellie, thank you so much for coming on. I know that you are getting like blown up with all these because you're so awesome, but our team is so excited to hear your story. So let's just get right into it. Um, Kellie, we have a list of questions for you that people have just put together, but I'm hoping we could just start, yeah, with your story, really just the whole story. I'm just so excited. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind, that would be great.
Okay, yay. Hi, you guys. Okay, I'm excited to be here. So hopefully it's time for my tiny people to get ready for bed. So hopefully they will not be too loud outside the door. Okay, so let me just say, I'm excited to be with you guys. So thank you for asking me. And yes, any questions, if you guys will ask, I would love to help if there's any way that I can, help. Um, so let's see. Okay. Let me say this. At the end of my dad's life, my husband and I and him, we were like best friends, okay? And our relationship was totally redeemed and he was awesome. So I have to give honor to where he ended his life. But as a kid, he was not good. And so my mom and I went into a witness protection program. Okay, so we went into hiding for domestic violence. And we lived there for 2 years. Okay, and then she and I got adopted by another family out of, like, it's like where they help reacclimate you into the real world. So we came out of the witness protection program into like she would wear a wig and have an alias name, and we were kind of like on the run for a long time, for about 2.5 years. So then we make it to, I don't know if you guys know where Oklahoma is, but it's just a big old state full of cows and grass, and in a trailer park. And our rent was like $250 a month. And she couldn't hardly afford that. I mean, she made $8.50 an hour. We couldn't afford like new clothes. Sometimes we couldn't afford groceries, rent, all those kind of things. So the reason why I say that is because when you're bringing in new distributors onto your team, into your business, what life has happened to them, either what choices they've made, or, things have happened to them, it affects their mindset and who they are and their ability to believe or to pick up and run in this business. Life happens, and that kind of can make people come in and start at a different pace. You know what I'm saying? So you're not only dealing with people if they're willing to do the tasks or not, it's what they think. 80% mental, 20% tasking. And so what I thought and how I looked at everything is up from a poor mindset. Even after going ambassador, I was like, still, I recognized for the first time how big of a poor mindset I had. You know what I mean? I came into this business hoping for $55 a month. That was it. Y'all live in Oklahoma, some of you guys? Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm just saying. My town was called Mounds, Oklahoma. There's 1,100 people in my town, and now it's down to like 800. It's like little tiny farm town. So anyway, I was hoping for $55 a month to pay for ballet classes for my daughter, Nova. And we were living paycheck to paycheck. So my hope was like really small, but I also thought small. You know what I mean? I was like thinking as a kid, if I could grow up and make $12 an hour, that would be like awesome. So small mindset. I'm not afraid to work hard, but I didn't see the value in working hard because I wasn't hoping for big things. Does that make sense? So stop. You live 40 minutes from there. Stop it. How did you get a whole bunch of Oklahoma people on your Canadian team, Jackie? I'm like, what the heck? Oklahoma, you guys have got to be kidding. So anyway, and so 6 months later, after starting the business, I went diamond, and I was like, a comma in my paycheck? Like, what the heck? And a $10,000 bonus. And I was like going, now what am I going to do? Like a deer in headlights. You know what I mean? Like I was hoping for Ruby after a year. That was like going to be my year-long goal. Like on my dream board was Ruby. Because I thought so small. And so then that following, so that was in the summertime, whatever. Okay. In February, I went double. In May, I went triple. And then I got stuck again. And again, it's just mindset. Okay. And then last fall, I had dropped down to double diamond. My husband was diamond and went down to executive. Okay. And it was like, my mom always says, you poop or get off the pot. Okay. So that means either do it or get out of the way because somebody else is going to do it. Okay. So that's like, that was my moment. Okay. My come to Jesus moment. Kellie Brown, you need to get on this pot and get the job done, or you need to get off and get out the way. Okay. So 6.5 months later, my husband went presidential and I went ambassador diamond from double diamond and executive. And we just went nutso, but we got the job done. And so here I am sitting here going, all right, let's do it again.
Man, that is so crazy. Okay, a couple of things that you said that I wrote down that I'm hoping we can just like elaborate on. So it says it took you said it took you 6 months to go diamond. Now we have a lot of new people that have just started. What would you say got you to diamond in 6 months? Like what were you doing? Were you just ignorance on fire? Were you like, what were you doing to go diamond in 6 months?
Well, so what I can say is, y'all, I was terrified. I've done this business scared for 4 years. That's the truth. Scared all the time. Fearful all the time. Like, what are people going to think? What if I say the wrong thing? What if I hurt people's feelings? What if people think I'm a scammer? So I didn't get my first 4 loyal customers all by myself. But then from there, I've never had help since. So in the beginning, I was scared and I was like going, my mother-in-law just signed up for me. I didn't ask her. I was so scared. But what I did is I went straight to posting for distributors. I don't know why. I was nervous about posting about the products, but I went straight for distributors. And I was like, I'm going to make an extra $500 a month from my phone. If you could use an extra $500 a month from your phone, message me or comment below. And people would message me and go, what the heck are you talking about? Like, what are you? I'm like, I just started this new business. And I was just excited, ignorance on fire. And I was like, $500 a month from my phone. And that's just what's going to happen. And everybody was like, okay, I'll try it. And so that's what I did. And I signed some of my close friends that were like, you're crazy, but I'll totally try this. And we just went to work. And then I panicked after that. But that's how I got to diamond in 6 months. It was ignorance on fire. And I was totally scared. And I probably said and did the total wrong things, but I didn't care. I was just excited, and excitement signs people. It signs loyal customers and distributors. You don't have to know all the right things to say, but if you're excited, people will go, I guess it's working for you.
Seriously though, like it's just so true. Like I feel people focus on having a script or like focus on doing what they think is like the right thing to do in this business. But when you just come in and you're excited and you're like, I don't really know where I'm going, but I'm just going to go there and I hope you come with me. Like people are lost and they're looking for someone to guide them and be their visionary. And I feel like you just being excited is exactly that. Okay, that's so awesome. Okay, before we get into the, like I said, the questions that we have, what I wanted to add on that I can barely read my writing. Oh yeah, straight to posting for distributors. So I know you kind of touched on it, but you know, I feel a lot of people come into this business and they think if they haven't made a ton of money, they can't post for distributors. Outside of the tip you just gave, like, you know, can you give one more tip on what you were saying as a new distributor before you found success?
So one thing that I want, let me give some freedom to your heart. Success is not the story. When people say tell your story, it's not your success story that people are wanting to hear. They're wanting to hear your hope, your excitement, and what it's going to do for you. So this business has done a ton for my life, but people want to know, where was I before and how did I feel? They don't necessarily want to know that I'm making 6-figure incomes, because sometimes that's hard for people to believe. And people are going, yeah, I don't care about that. I need like a couple $100 a month. Like where they're at is not where I'm at now. Does that make sense? So I would tell them, you know, before this business, my husband and I didn't go to Starbucks because it was $6. Now I know y'all do probably some different coffee places. Okay. But for us, Starbucks is the jam. Okay. And $6 for a pumpkin spice latte, Gina, is a hot grip of money that you're just like sucking down in 5 drinks. And I'm like, we just couldn't do it. So for us, freedom felt like this business providing for a coffee date on the way to going to Costco. Do you know what I'm saying? Or going to the grocery store and we can stop and pick up Starbucks. For us, that was a big deal. I mean, I was hoping to pay for dance classes. So when we signed Nova up for dance class, sure, it's only $55 a month. But for us, we couldn't do that for a 2.5-year-old. That was like a utility bill. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the success and that you have to have gone diamond and above. None of that is what it is. It's like, because of this business, I'm going to be able to fill up my tank of gas. Because our Tahoe was eating $75 every time we got gas. And let me tell you, that's not fun. I want to go buy shoes. Okay, that's fun. I want to go shopping. That's fun. $75 for gas? Boo. That just gets me to the store and then I can't buy nothing. Okay. So what I'm saying to you is that it doesn't have to be, that you're making XYZ money with this business. It's what it's going to do for you. Because of this business, I am going to be able to pay for my groceries. Because you know what? That's the biggest bill in our household. I'm like, dang, we eat a lot of money in this house. Okay. But for most people, that's their biggest monthly bill. That's what this business is going to do for me. And I'm so excited because it's going to feel good.
Mm.
That's what signs distributors, not I've earned $5 million in bonuses and $500 and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, those do show success, but that's not what people are looking for. They're looking for, what can you do for me right now? How can you help me feel less stress right now? Gas, groceries, utility bills, rent, Christmas. I signed up 2 days after Christmas. You know why? December 27th. Because I was so frustrated with saying no all holiday season. We didn't get to go do the Christmas lights that, you ride in the horse carriage. I can't remember what the stupid thing is called, but where you go look at the lights downtown, you ride in a horse carriage and that thing. Okay. But it's like hundreds of dollars. We didn't get to go do the Polar Express with my little girls. It ends up costing hundreds of dollars by the time you're done. We chose between me and Andrew give each other Christmas presents or my girls get Christmas presents. So obviously we chose my girls. You know what I mean? But that sucks to have to say yes or no, like one or the other all the time. No to the fun things, yes to the bills. That's not fun. And because of this business, I'm going to get to say yes to all the little fun things. Doesn't mean you already are saying yes to them. It means you're going to get to. And that signs people. Hope and excitement is what wins.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's so good. I'm just adding these notes in here.
No, you're good. But does that make sense? It's not what I'm already able to do. Yeah, it's the little stuff that people are feeling pain points about. You know what I mean?
I love that you said that. You guys, I've shared this with probably most of you before, but my first paycheck in this business was $30. And I went and put that in my gas tank, literally took a picture of it, thankful that this business filled up my tank. And that was the post. And I still have people that remember that post and have signed because of that post, because people are struggling. And when you can just relate to those things that we don't maybe sometimes think are significant, like they really are. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna go right into these questions if that's cool.
Baby, go.
Okay, so the first question that we had was, how do you duplicate leadership or duplicate action throughout your team?
So I guess there'd probably be a few ways, and maybe I'll answer and then you might go, okay, wait, say more about a specific way. But I was going to say, Jackie, my first check was $19 and I couldn't even get it out of my, the account, the It Works Pay account, because it has to be like 20 something. I was like, dang, I made $19 and I can't even get it out. But hey, that was a Starbucks date for us. And to me, that was a win. Duplication. So we do power hours. Okay, that would be like a general way. Something else is that I'll go live on our team page. Anything that's working for me, I go live and teach it. So, host a post or growing a network, anything that people need to know how to do what I'm doing. If it's winning for me, I'm showing what I'm doing. And that's something that every time you sign a loyal customer, y'all should be saying in your message groups. I just signed an LC. I just signed a DT. It causes excitement, and excitement duplicates. And so we'll do, message groups. A lot of it is through relationship. So like if I'm reaching out to a teammate, hey, how's it going, girlfriend? How you doing this month on your goal? I know I'm excited to see you go, Ruby. How's it going? And they're going to say, I'm not enrolling, or I'm not getting DTs, or whatever. I will go with them down a list, which I could read to you, and it has like five different things on it. And for me, the answer, especially if we're working on Facebook, I can tell you, if you're not enrolling, it's going to be one or more of the things on this list. And I have this list posted on my team page. And every time I talk to someone in private message and they say, I'm doing good, I'm just really discouraged because I'm not enrolling. Okay, I'm getting hot. I'm like, okay, let's go down the list. Are you open to some suggestions? I always ask that. Are you open to some suggestions? Because here's the thing. Okay, for one, I'm blue and yellow. So I'm going to be always coming from a place of nice. Okay. I don't really get bossy. But at the same time, you do have to help manage what's going on or not going on. Okay. So we go down this list. I'll read it to you real quick, not a ton of time, but this is what we go. If you're not enrolling, the answer is here. All we have to do, it's a simple thing. Because if Jackie's enrolling and I'm enrolling and Karen is enrolling and Julia is enrolling, okay, there's nothing wrong with the business and the products. And there's nothing wrong with you. We just have to make a fine-tune adjustment. Okay. And this is what we do. So I go and look at their Facebook. First, I ask for permission. Would you like some help? Are you open to suggestions? And they go, yes, please. But I always ask first before going, well, here's what you're not doing, because that's not helpful. Okay. So are you open to suggestions? Awesome. I immediately go to their Facebook and I look at it and I scroll. If I scroll more than twice and I don't see you, where'd y'all go? Anna, Sissy? I can see your screen. Okay, that's okay. I'll keep going. So
how do we stop?
If you screen share, Jackie, if you click screen share on your side, it will take back over the screen. I don't know if you heard me that, but okay. So I'll go to their Facebook. If I scroll twice and I don't see you in the pictures, that's something we want to adjust. People got to see who you are. Okay. Okay. Are you posting business, life, and product posts? And a good blend. Typically, the answer is going to be that people are not posting about their life. If you're friend requesting strangers, people want to know that you're a real person and that you're not a scammer. Business, product, life posts. And are you clicking the share button on anything on Facebook? Friends help friends, not share. Because if you share, it's going to hide your post in the algorithm, right? Okay, so that's number one. Number two, are you growing your friends like consistently and a lot? If you're not growing your friends, your audience is the same pool of people that are 7% are seeing what you're posting, you're not going to enroll. So we got to grow that network. Okay. Okay. Number three, are you sticking to the scripts that we have within our team? Now, if you guys don't do scripts, that's totally okay. But on our team, we provide at least an example of something you can say that would be a successful way to explain or talk to people in a general way. Okay. If you want to make adjustments to it, totally okay. I'm not saying you have to say what I say, but I also don't want you barfing on people because that's not going to work. Okay. So we look at, what are you saying in your private message? Is it barf? Okay. Got to change it. Are you following up with people that are interested? If you're not following up, sissy, guess what? It's not the potential distributor and loyal customer's job to sign up on your eSuite. Okay. It's your job. You want to make the money, honey, you send the people, right? It's not their job. Here's the thing. People will ask me to buy stuff and I can be totally interested, but you're probably going to have to remind me 3 or 4 times because I'm so busy. I have a planner and a calendar and notes on my phone to remind me of everything, and I still will forget. Okay. Because I'm chasing tiny people. I'm running a business. I got all kinds of, okay. So I'm just saying, got to follow up. Okay. And are you doing host to post? So if you're on Facebook building business, are you doing host to post? And if not, sis, that's like telling the leprechaun, nah, thanks, boo. I don't need your pot of gold. You can keep it. That don't make no sense. No, thanks. I don't need your winning lottery ticket. You can keep the millions. You want the money, right? Okay. That's not bad. Okay. But you got to get in there and work that host to post. If it's not working for you, you're just not doing enough of it. That's the truth. Because I said host to post didn't work for me. Guess what? That's how I went all the way to ambassador in 6.5 months. Is host to post. So that's how we duplicate and get people enrolling. And it's always going to be one or more of the things on that list.
I love that so much. And really, like, I mean, what we do is not hard. It's not hard labor. It's actually very simple. It's just doing it enough to see results, right? So, I mean, I feel like some people can be like, yeah, you know, I did this for a week, but it's crazy to look back. Like, how long have you been in the business for?
Me, 4 years.
Okay.
In this December will be 5 years. So almost 5 years.
Crazy. So yeah, I've been in 3 years and like looking, even in 3 years, like I can see seeds that I've planted 6 months ago, a year ago, harvest now. Right. And
yes,
so it's crazy to think that people that join this business sometimes quit at 90 days. And it's like, you're not even giving time for the seed to grow and for you to water it and like be consistent. The magic is in a simple list, but it's just, are you going to stick around and have what's the word I'm looking for? Discipline to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I love that list. That's such a good list. Okay, so so how do we do? Okay, next one that we had quite a few times was, you know, what are you doing for a volume push? So probably host to post. Is that mainly what you're doing? Like if you were
Did you say volume?
Yeah, if you're gonna push for volume. What's your
it's if I'm going to push for volume, like I want to promote right now, I'm going to grow my network. Mm-hmm. I'm going to look at my posts and they're going to be really solid posts. And then I'm going to do host to post. That would be my 3 main effort places: network, really good posts, host to post.
Now, do you mind walking through what you're like? Are you posting, asking people to host a post? Are you messaging? What are they posting? Can you kind of do a quick walkthrough of your version?
I am not messaging people to host a post for me because we do a team giveaway. So like this month we're doing, which I better get that schedule out, but we are doing $400 cash in the month of November. And so we're doing it once every Sunday. I think it is. I think that's the day. $100 every Sunday, $400 total. So what I would do is post on my Facebook and say, I'm giving away $400 in the month of November cash. No purchase necessary. To get an entry, drop an emoji below or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then it'll usually get like 100, maybe 150 people commenting. And because I'm growing my network, that's how I'm getting so many people to comment. I'm telling you, it's grow your network. And then I will just message all those people and ask them to host a post for their entry into the giveaway.
And then do you typically do product or do you do opportunity?
I have not ever done opportunity to be honest with you, and I'm not against it. I just haven't done it. And the way that I feel about it is I do either Thermofide X or Keto Coffee. And I just stick to the same scripts every single time since last October. I don't ever change it. Because all I'm looking to do with host to post, I think sometimes people get confused and think that they're supposed to immediately start enrolling because they're doing host to post. Host to post is like a snowball effect. You start with a snowflake and it turns into an avalanche, but you can't just do it for like a week or two and go, well, host to post didn't work for me. You have to do a lot of it and stay on it. And then all of a sudden enrollment will all of a sudden start happening and it'll be like an avalanche of enrollment. But you have to stick with it and keep doing a bunch of it and don't get off. And so I stick with the 2 main things because 9 times out of 10, they're not ordering either one of those products, Keto Coffee or Thermofide X. I'm just opening the door for conversation to ask them if they're interested. And they're going to give me the runaround or say, some of them might order right away, but for the most part, they're like, oh yeah, I don't have the money. Oh yeah, I'm interested, but blah, blah, blah. But then I post about the cleanse 2 days later and they're like, oh, I need the cleanse. And they sign up and order the cleanse. So to me, it kind of doesn't matter what I am asking in my host to post messaging, because they could sign up as distributors. They could never answer me with my first message for host to post, never get an entry. And then they're the ones to message me to sign up for the business. It's just that I have one time connected and reached out in private message. Now they feel comfortable to talk to me about anything. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I love that. And it's so crazy to think that's literally how host to post happens. Like on the day to day, it's like going to the gym. Do you guys feel me? You go to the gym once and you're like, why aren't I skinny yet? I went to the gym. Like, what more do you want from me? Like, but you going every day, like you doing this every day when you don't see these immediate results. Like I can think of a couple distributors that are on this Zoom right now that were signed from, a customer half, and then maybe their friend hosted, and then their friend hosted, and then they hosted. They're now on your timeline. They watch you be consistent in your life and your products. And then it's just crazy. It's so crazy. Okay. So, now kind of to branch off that a little bit. So obviously as you're having a lot of conversations, people interested in your TFX and your coffee, they're on your network, they're maybe not signing right away with you. How are you keeping your leads organized? How are you keeping track of these people to follow up?
You're not going to like this. I'm the world's most unorganized person ever in my life. Okay. And just in the last month, I started using a planner. Like it's really bad. Okay. So I have like 500 notebooks around here. Here's what I do. I go into my messenger, and hopefully you'll have already seen that you can do this. I'm sure this is not going to be rocket science to you, but you can type one word like coffee, and all the people I've talked to about coffee pop up. And that's how I follow up with people. Or I type in Thermophytex, and anybody that I've talked to about Thermophytex pops up, and I follow up with them that way. What I will say though is, if there's somebody that I'm like, they're a hard lead, like they were supposed to jump in my e-suite or something, what I will do is I print out my steps to success every month, and then I write down all the people that I enroll on it, because for me, and then I just keep these every month. So I've got like the past however many years of these over here in a folder. Okay. But anyway, if I have some hard potentials that I'm like, oh, they were for sure going to sign up or something that I just don't want to lose them on accident, I would put them on the back, or I might write them on whatever chart I'm working on. But for the most part, I go to Messenger and type in, I'll type 49 for the half off coupon codes and follow up with those people, or 20 for the $20 coupon code people from a long time ago, or 99. And that's how I'm finding them again.
I love that. Now, what are you saying? How are you wording your follow-ups?
So if it's a loyal customer, it's just super simple. Like, hey, Jackie, I'm enrolling some loyal customers, or I'm setting up some orders this afternoon. Can I put yours in for you? So no matter if people wanted to do it themselves and then they didn't, which happens all the time, I always, always, always offer to do it for them. And 9 times out of 10, they send me their info and I do it for them. I just always say, I'm putting in some orders this afternoon. Can I add yours in? And they'll go, yeah, sure. Of course. What do you need?
Now, I want to bridge off that a little bit, because I know every time someone answers in that way, people always say this. So I want to hear just what your answer is. But a lot of people will say, well, nobody trusts me with their info. Why do you feel people trust you with their info?
Well, there's a couple reasons. Number one, I'm going to say it's your life posts, because they can see I'm a normal mom. Like today, I tried going live and it was a hot mess. It only lasted 10 minutes because tiny Leo, she's 2, and she was like, not leaving me alone. Okay. So I've always got life posts going on. People see our birthday parties. They see my husband. They see us go to Costco. They see us do. And so people trust me, and they will send me everything, their social security number or their whatever I can't forget what your ID number is, but
social insurance number.
Yes, that. Okay. Yes. Or here, and they'll send me their credit card info. They'll send me everything. And 9 times out of 10, I enroll people for them, not them doing it themselves. And then if they're like, I'm a little bit nervous I'll be like, that's okay. If you want to do it, I will totally sit right here and walk you through, and you can do it. Or if you feel better, you can even text me or call me, but don't feel nervous. This is not like, anything for you to feel nervous about or pressured. And they'll go, okay, I'll just send it to you.
I know. Yeah. That's usually how it goes. I love that. And I just love that you said that, because you guys, people really, not only will they send you their information, but people will join with you and buy from you when they know you and like you and trust you. And because you are growing your network with people that you don't know, because that's the beauty of the business, that's how you're going to move forward. Like, these people need to get to know you through your posting. So like, think about these things that Kellie's bringing up, like, the post, you're posting, you're messaging, you're growing your network, you're following up, these 4 key things. This is literally like growing a plant. And without having the water, the seed, the soil, and the sun, like, if you don't have all of these go together, that know, like, and trust feature will fall short. Because if you're messaging, but you're not posting every day, like, it looks fishy, because it's like, why is your business not open? Okay. Okay, kind of next, to redirect it, how are you starting new distributors? What are you doing to launch your new team members?
So I'm not fancy. Okay, so I don't do like email, document, Excel sheet, I don't even know how to make no Excel sheet. Okay, I don't know how to use units and Facebook. I don't know how to do none of that stuff. Okay, so I'm not fancy. But what I do have, and I wish I could like play it for you. It's not fancy again, but it's like a 2-minute video. And it just says, hey, I'm so excited that you're here. I always lead with excitement all the time, because it makes people feel at ease. So I'm like, hey, I'm so excited that you're here. Okay, so if I haven't already told you, your kit comes in 5 to 7 business days, which is going to be so awesome. So let me know when you get it. But you don't have to wait for that to get started. Here's what we want to do first. And then I just tell them what is a loyal customer, and that we want 4. And that we're going to work on getting a $100 free shopping spree. And that after they've watched this video, if they let me know, I can help them with getting started with a post. I don't tell them anything else. I don't add them in message groups. I don't put them in all 500 pages. I don't tell them go to your app and watch videos or go here and do none of this stuff. The only thing we do is 4 loyal customers. That's the only thing we're thinking about. And I tell them it can be anyone 18 years or older with a different shipping address than you. So we want to think about who these 4 can be, and I will help you think it through. And 9 times out of 10, my DTs get their own LCs, because that's the only thing we do. We don't go any further than that. Okay. And then for their first post, I tell them they pick between either hair, skin, and nails, keto coffee, Thermophyte X, or the cleanse, because I know I can send knockout before and afters for each of those.
Okay, I love that idea. Okay, so hold on, I gotta back up a little bit. So this video that you're sending, the 2-minute video, are you just sending that, or is your team sending that as well?
They make their own. My leaders make their own. And it's not fancy. I will totally send it to you. You can put it on your team page if you want to, but y'all are going to go, that's it.
I would love to see it. She's like,
that's it. It's not fancy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, nothing I have is fancy.
No,
but here's the thing. And I can appreciate fancy. It's just not my personality. But what I can say is that what I do is duplicatable, because it's so simple. Let me find it, and I'll send it to you while we're on here. But yeah, y'all can watch it and just make your own. It's really easy. Take notes, so then you know what you want to say or whatever. And then I don't even think I have makeup on in this video.
Are you?
I was just going to ask, she's getting them to sign up people that they know without messaging on Facebook. Is that what she's saying?
Janny, I do product post first, not I just joined a new opportunity post. I know what you're asking, what about, like, I'm so excited I just started a new bit. I don't have them do that. You know why? And so if you do, then that's not that. I'm not knocking that. The reason I do it this way is because I want to shock their audience, and I want their audience to go, what is that thing you just posted with that before and after? And somebody did a cleanse and lost 10 pounds in 2 days. What is that? And it gets them to sign their loyal customers. Then after we get their first 4, then they start going into I'm so excited. I just started a new business and stuff, but we're hitting the first 4 first, because if I can get them to at least sign a couple LCs, it gives them confidence to try and do more.
Yeah, that's good. What?
No, she answered it. I was asking, like, I was confused, but you get them to post about the product, and that's how the customers.
So,
and or I tell them if they have a spouse, we can do a spouse.
right.
Like, yeah, I'm helping them think it through.
Okay, so you're getting, so sorry, I just want to I just for me to know. So your leaders are making these videos. Like, would you have maybe someone that's new, maybe they just promoted your Ruby. Like, can they send your video? Like, is it a YouTube link? Is it an actual? It's just a video in your phone.
It's a video on my phone. And what I do with my new distributors is we do 3-way message. So like if I just signed you, you're brand new, and you sign somebody else, I would go, okay, awesome. Can you make a 3-way message group and introduce me? And then I will help you help them. And so then what I would do on the side is go, Jackie, can you send this post to your new DT? Jackie, how is so-and-so? Have you talked to her in a couple of days? Let's jump in the message group and check on her. Right. Jackie, can you do you know what I'm saying? I'm leading you to lead her on the side. But in the 3-way message group, if she asks a question that you don't know, I'm right there beside you going, hey, actually, this is the answer. Hey, actually, this is what you can do.
I love that idea. I love that you do that.
Well, because then I'm empowering the distributor to learn to be the leader, and I'm basically always putting the hat on them, but they don't know what to do. So I'm going, hey, Jackie, this would be a great thing to invite your new distributor to. Hey, this would be something really great for.
Right. Oh my gosh. Okay. I love that. And I love that video idea. Mm-hmm. And I love that. Okay. Oh my gosh. I could sit here and ask you so many questions on that.
No, and you totally can. So like in the message group, I would send the video.
Right.
Because it's me. So they're going to go, you would go at Kelly. This is at,
right.
Who's talking? Jade. I want to introduce you to her. And I would go, oh my gosh, hi, Jade. I'm going to send you a quick video. Now I send the video that goes, hey, girlfriend, I'm so excited that you're here. And I just make it a general video that I can send to everybody.
I know. We're making videos tonight. We're going to make videos tonight.
And they're like 2 minutes long. And I'm like in a hat and a sweatshirt. And I think I might have had blush on, so I didn't look dead. That's it. It's not anything fancy.
No, I love that. And it's duplicatable. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just duplicatable. I love this. Okay. Okay. So you're sending in the video, you're getting the first 4 through the post. And then, okay, I love that. Okay. So now a question that we had a couple times was, do you mind just walking through like your conversation with potential customers? So let's say you put up a post on the cleanse. You know, somebody says, hey, Kelly, I'm interested. So can you walk through how you're sealing the deal?
Sure. Let me get to my text replacement because I don't remember off the top of my head.
Awesome. And you guys share your moments in the chat. Like if you're something for you that are like, oh my gosh, this was just so good. Like be interactive in the chat. I want to see what you guys are thinking, what questions you've got here. I'm fired up too.
Okay, so you asked me about the cleanse. So, okay. So this is the example, okay, would be, hey, Jackie, okay, so pink hearts. I use pink hearts for everything. The cleanse is a 2-day 4-bottle process. It is gentle, meaning it won't make you run to the bathroom, and it's made with natural ingredients. You take 1 bottle in the morning before breakfast and 1 in the evening before dinner for 2 days. It works as a detox to deep clean the toxic buildup in your colon, remove bloating, and improve your body's natural energy. So that's the information. And so I have a little thing like that for each product in my text replacement. And then I send the price script with it. Where is that?
Oh, so you don't wait for them to say how much is it?
Nope. Ooh. I send it at the same time. But where is this? I'm looking at this inside the app instead of directly like if I were clicking.
I love that.
Oh, Martha Stewart, I'm going to come to you. Jackie. And then get to my word board. Here it goes. Price. Okay. So I explained the cleanse, and then I go, the cheapest way to go is definitely the product tester route. All this means is that you try a product each month for 90 days. If you go that route, then this is where you would just change the name of the product and the price each time, depending on what product, but I never change the script. It's just the name and the money. The cleanse is $39. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? And that's it.
And then
they go, yeah.
Yes. And then and then you say you like to bring them through yourself. So you say, awesome, I'll just need your information.
Nope. I'll tell you exactly what I say next. And I can send these to you as well.
Oh, you're awesome.
I say, okay, yay. I'm excited for you to get, so Jackie says, yeah, I want the cleanse. Totally. And I say, okay, yay. I'm so excited for you to get started. I can place the order for you, or I can walk you through the steps on my website, which is easier for you. So the key in this is which is easier for you. That's the key sentence. And then they always go, well, it'd be easier if you just do it for me. And I say, okay, no problem. Here's what I need. And I send a little picture that tells them what I need.
So simple. This is just so simple.
Mm-hmm.
And so duplicatable.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to send these. I'm going to send it to you like we just talked. And then you can keep going, but I'm going to send it that way I don't forget. Otherwise, I'll probably forget.
Awesome. Thank you so much. No, I love that. Oh my gosh, I just love what you're saying. Okay, so the question was your daily list that we've pretty much gone over that. Your daily list. Is there anything outside of your daily or that list that you gave us that you're walking through your distributors if they feel they're not getting results? Is there anything you're doing outside of that?
So the only other thing, let me send, okay, cleanse, go, and then let me send this so I don't forget this, go, and then let me send this, one more thing so I don't forget, or I will forget. Okay, hang on, let me just, sorry. And then that's the picture I send. When I want their information, I send that little picture I just sent you.
Oh my gosh, this is so, and so when you say the cheapest way to go about is definitely, okay, so all you're changing in that message would be cleanse and $39.
Yeah.
Everything else is just a text replacement. Oh my gosh, because I'm sitting here in my text replacement with a replacement for each product. This is way smarter.
And I use, if you have an iPhone, well, I think it works for Android. I use WordBoard.
Yes. Yes.
You do that? Okay. And I have a button for each.
I just learned it. It's so awesome.
Yeah, I like it. It's faster than having to remember HSN, LC1, LC2, LC3, LC4. You know what I mean? I can just go button.
For Android, there's one for Android called TextPand.
TextPand, yes.
Okay, yeah. Learn about that too.
I haven't tried it.
Me neither.
I'm only iPhone person.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go back to what you were asking me. I forgot what you asked. Oh, is there anything else I'm doing in my day?
Yes.
The only other thing is that I do connect regularly to my people, my leaders.
Okay.
And sometimes, I talk to them in Messenger. I talk to them. Ooh, I need to schedule a Zoom with them. I just remembered. And then I talk to them on Marco Polo as well.
Okay.
That's the only other thing I do. So I talk to my leaders like pretty much every day.
Okay, so I'm going to dissect this a little bit if that's cool, because I know we got a lot of, and I'm really curious myself too. So connecting daily to your leaders. Are you individually? So, okay, leaders, is this like diamond and above? Is this just anybody you're looking to promote with? Like, first of all, what do you like?
It's going to be both.
Okay.
It's going to be both. It'll be diamonds and above for right now.
Okay.
For right now. And then as we get building and going closer into like the boom season, it's going to end up becoming rubies and emeralds, or soon to be. Like I have a girl on my 2.0 that's a ruby. I'm trying to work this bun to be an emerald and then hopefully become a diamond. And so I'm talking to her pretty regularly.
Okay.
As much as I would be talking to, to
So, okay. So what are you, like, what are you guys talking about? And I know that kind of sounds like a dumb question, but are you sending them?
Not a dumb question. Anytime I have like a good post that's like really working well for me, and I know I'm not going to have to spend 500 hours explaining, I can just go, girls, you need to try this one. Like we kind of, we kind of know each other enough that I'm like, no, you really need this. And they'll just do it. Yeah. Or I'll be like, I watched this Zoom, you have to watch this. And I don't have to explain, I really think you should watch this because blah, blah. I'm like, no, you need to, okay, we're on it. They'll do it right then. Like, you know what I mean? So we kind of roll like that. I also talk to them about life. So like one girl's going through infertility treatments. We talk every day. How are you? Are you okay? Hey, how's it going? Okay, tell me about your numbers. Not business. I mean, how's your numbers in your body? Are we getting a baby? Like, I mean, we talk about everything. So if somebody is not doing good in their marriage, I know about it. They're like my friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like if something is important, they're messaging me, can you pray for me? Because we got this going on. I know when their babies are sick. I know, does that make sense? And then we also do talk about business, and we don't talk all day long. Like today's kind of been a quiet day, but a lot of it is we also have a group message with just like, and I don't even mean just diamonds and above in general, because that's a big message group. I mean like the thickest thieves girls that are like going, these girls are going to be triple presidential ambassador, like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? They're a core group of girls. Those are the girls I'm talking to every day. They're not feeling alone, because what can happen is you can have runners on your team, you know, people successfully building business, and you go in your mind, you go, oh, they're good. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's been a month or two and you're like, oh shoot, I haven't really talked to, are you guys okay? Like, do you know what I'm saying? They kind of get forgotten about because you think they're good. And as soon as you think somebody's good, they're not good.
I love that you said that, honestly. Honestly, I love it.
Yeah, you know, because they're like, oh, she's good. She's got this. Nobody does this alone. Nobody wants to do it alone.
Yeah.
So we're talking business and life.
Right. And so would you say mostly you're connecting in the group chats together, or are you doing a lot of one-on-one every day with each of your leaders?
So it's depends on the time of the month, depends on the season, depends on what's going on in life. Like today, I talked to a couple of them individually, but in the message group, I was like, hey, I did this and this was really awesome. Or, hey, something, and it was really general. Today was just one of those days. But yesterday I talked to a good 5 or 6 of them individually numerous times in the day.
Right.
And they're asking me like, what did you say when you message people on this post? Or what did you say for this? Or how do you know how to pick your month goals? You know, like all the questions that like anybody would ask you, your leaders have to be able to ask the same questions too. And so that's a lot of what we're talking about.
Okay. And just because I want to know why Marco Polo? What's the benefit?
Because it's face to face, and because I can fast forward.
What? Fast forward what?
Fast forward their messages.
Oh.
You want me to show you?
Why do we want to do that? Why do we want to do that?
Because if somebody talks a lot and very slowly, like I got some girls that are Southern, and girl, I don't got time for you need to spit this out, okay? I don't got time for that ain't helping nobody, okay? But so I know that we can see each other face to face. So when I'm in the car is typically when I talk.
What time they eat, like then I was asking them, does your meals contain like a lot of carb and fat foods? So if they say yes, you would suggest the carb control and the fat fighters? Or like would you go into detail and ask them if
and this girl's a hustler. That girl. So, and she's in Louisiana, and she talks to me every single day, every day. But we do a lot of it on Marco Polo, because if it's on voicemail or voice memo in Messenger, you can't speed that up. So I'm like, if you got a long question, send it on Marco Polo, please, so I can fast forward and I could still understand you. But I don't got time to sit here all day long. And because face-to-face connection, you can read somebody's body language, you can feel their energy different, you know what I'm saying? But I can't go, when can you get on FaceTime? because sometimes I can't be on FaceTime. I can't talk. But I can do this. It's like texting, but with video. And I can do it whenever I'm pooping on the potty and I can listen to her video and she can't see me.
Oh my gosh.
You get what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, I don't know about y'all, but I get business done on the toilet.
No, if you pretend like you don't, we can't trust you because we know that everyone does. Okay?
You're lying. You're lying.
Dang, that is good. Okay, and I'm gonna ask one more question on that. Sorry, because I'm just like, so do you have just your, like, do you do this chat with like smaller groups? That would probably be too much, eh?
On Marco Polo?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, not like. Okay.
It's only the people that I need to stay.
Right.
I need to stay close to, and that's gonna be like doubles, triples, those kind of like, and anybody that I just want to be friends with.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm like, I don't always got time to get on FaceTime and talk to you and figure out, can you talk right now? No, just send me a Marco Polo and I'll watch it in 10 minutes when I have a second.
I love that. Like, why have we never, have you heard of this? Is it in Canada? Is it in Canada?
Yeah, sissy. Oh yeah, I talked to my teammate in Canada.
No way. Okay, I love
It's free. It don't cost anything.
Okay, we're doing this. I'm doing this.
It's awesome.
This is going to change my business, and I'm going to remember this moment for the rest of my life.
It's great for relational building, but you can't do it with just everybody. Otherwise,
yeah,
you know.
No, totally.
It's awesome.
Okay, do we have time for 2 more questions?
Dude, got time for however many questions. Cool. I'm not in a hurry.
Awesome. Okay, well, the next question that we have is, what are you doing to keep track of your existing loyal customers? Taking care of them. That's the success sheet. Love it.
That's it.
And so you reaching out after 3 months? Do you do that every monthly? No. Yeah, me neither. I should really start, but I don't do that either. Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't, but what I do is when I sign people, I send them instructions. I always send the food guide, always. And I tell people too, because I'm using the products and I got my own results, which I keep trying to find a before so that I can make a dang before and after. And I can't find a good before because if I didn't like the before, I deleted them all. Come on, somebody. So I don't got any bad befores in here because I delete them all. And then I'm like, shoot, now what am I going to do? So I always explain what, I'm doing, which is no carbs, no sugar. I'm eating keto. And I send the keto food guide. Somebody just asked me that, Lynn. I send the It Works keto food guide picture. And I tell them, this is a great, guide. I just don't do carbs and sugar with any of the products. And it makes me feel good and it helps increase your results. And if you have any questions after you get your product in the mail, please message me and I will walk you through how to use them. And any questions in between, you just feel free to message me. I always reassure them, hey, you're not by yourself, but I'm not chasing you down. I don't got time for all that. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to the keto coffee, if you don't already do this, meaning just anybody, not just you, Jackie, but I just meant anybody. I always send how I make my keto coffee. I have like a little script of exactly what I do because I'm obsessed with it. But when I first tried it, I didn't like it. I thought it was nasty.
What do you do?
So I can read you my script or send it to you, but I said, oh, my screen got dark. Honey, I can't see. Okay. I'll tell you.
Your energy is awesome. I'm just like smiling. I'm just like,
thanks. Okay, so here's what I say. You can make your keto coffee by just adding hot water. I like to mix mine with hot coffee that we brew in the pot, like in the kitchen. So here's how I like it. I put the keto coffee in my cup with a little unsweetened cocoa powder, like baking cocoa powder, okay? Or the chocolate greens, but I don't use chocolate greens. I like it. I only like my keto coffee one way, and that's the way I drink it, okay? So with unsweetened cocoa powder. Then I pour my brewed coffee over it, and I mix it with a frother that I bought on Amazon for like $6. This is exactly what I say. Then I top it with whipped cream. And I'm literally obsessed with it. You can use unsweetened syrups or stevia or swerve as well. Main thing to remember is not add sugar, but I definitely suggest playing around with it. And that's what I send. And then I always reassure them, if you have any questions when you get it and you want some suggestions of, how to make it, I can walk you through how to make it so that you'll like it. You know what I mean? But that's how I like it.
Everything you're saying is just so simple.
And brilliant.
And brilliant. Like, it's kind of like, I feel like sometimes it's like you can just like naturally overcomplicate it, but it's just
make it too hard. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like, I don't know. To me, I just can't handle when it's like super, all these things of you have to say this and do this. And I'm like, y'all, look, I just did all the minimum, but a lot of it.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it, right?
I'm like, look, I don't know how to do attraction marketing and all these fancy. I'm not fancy. I took a shower and that's about as good as it gets. I wear fake eyelashes so it looks like I have makeup on. Like, I'm like, I just can't hang with everything, but I can do what I can do. And the thing that you need to know is you have everything you need. Okay, you do what you can do and do a lot of it, and you are going to be just fine, and you can go all the way to Ambassador Diamond.
Cool, I just got full body chills when you said that. Okay, the last question that we have for you, Kellie.
Okay.
Guys, can we just throw in the comments like how much we appreciate this? This is so awesome. Like, you've been so great. So if you could give a new person or someone that's maybe feeling just like, oh my gosh, I just need a little bit of that, like, to like get me through, like, just like a closing, piece of advice or something that you wish you knew, or just speaking life, what would you say?
Yes. Okay, so I was asking for that list. I'm going to send you this list as well. And then anything else that we said and you want me to send it to you, just let me know later. Okay, because I'm just asking for the list of not enrolling. Okay. Yeah, I got a lot of things, I would say. I was scared. You know what I was afraid of? I was afraid that I would do my best and my best wouldn't be enough. As a kid growing up, I did all the things in high school. Like, I was a cheerleader. I did music. I did everything, every extracurricular. And if I wasn't good at it, I quit. I'm like, I don't do things and not be good at it. I don't do things and quit. So I came into this business really scared, but I was like, okay, but I'm not a quitter. So if I say yes, I'm going to figure out somehow to make this work for me, because I don't quit things. Okay. And so what I can say is I was frustrated and I was scared. If I give everything I know to do and it doesn't work, what happens? Like, what if I fall short and I'm not enough? And so here's what I would say to you. I would say, give everything you've got. Trust the process. Okay. And let's say you do fall short. Well, guess what? You'll have no regrets, sissy. Because over the next 7 months, from now till the end of May, which I think is 7 months-ish, maybe a little bit less, your life can be completely different. And if you give everything you have, and what if it doesn't work? Then you'll have no regrets and you have done everything you knew you could do. But if you don't give everything you have, give your very best, you're going to have regrets. And honestly, regret sucks. It doesn't feel good. And then you won't know. Do you know what I'm saying? You'll never know. So I looked at this and I said, okay, I have no idea what to do different. I never not worked my business. We had life happen. We had a surprise third baby. We had one of our leaders got cancer. She was 35, got thyroid cancer. We had people that had family members die and all these crazy life things. I've done this business while working. I've done it while pregnant. I've done it while nursing babies. I've done it while my husband worked a gajillion hours. I've done it in all kinds of seasons. All kinds of life has happened over the last almost 5 years. But you can. You can and you will. And here's the thing. It's not that you're missing a secret script or a secret trick or a secret anything. Half the stuff I have in my phone, I got from somebody else. That's the truth. And then I added pink hearts and excitement to it. You got the same emojis I got, boo. But what you do have to do is change the way you think. And I looked at this and said, I just need somebody to believe in me. Anybody felt that way? I just wish somebody would tell me what to do and I would do it. I'm not afraid to work hard. I'm not a quitter. But where my business changed was, instead of saying, I'm not a quitter, I'm going to push, I'm going to do everything I know to do, and then you die out after a few weeks because you kill yourself and you burn out. Instead, you have to stop saying, I'm not a quitter, I'm going to push, to I'm going to run. And I might not know everything, but what I do know how to do, I'm going to do it like my hair's on fire. I am an overcomer. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am an ambassador diamond. Okay. Look, if you are like me, here's my, here it is. My ugly dream board. Are you ready for it? This was my 2019 dream board. Do you know why it looks like this? I don't show nobody because I was scared. And when people were like, is it happening? Are you going ambassador? I'm like, please don't ask me that question. You're going to make me sweat bullets. Like, can you just don't ask me the question. I don't know. I can't talk about it. You know why? It caused fear. Because I was afraid. I don't know. I was watching volume. Guess what? The 25th of April, all the auto ships run, we end at 203,000. Well, there's only 5 days left in the month and you got to be at 250. Okay. So I know we're talking big scale, but everybody just go with me for a minute. Okay. We needed 47,000 in volume in 5 days. And I was like, Lord, I'm going to need a miracle. Okay. I'm going to need the Lord's BV. I'm going to need your BV. I'm going to need his BV. I'm going to need my grandma to sign up. I'm going to need grandpa, greasy granny. Okay. A step cousin, step sister, somebody. I need my neighbor and my neighbor's neighbor and my neighbor's cousin and my neighbor's grandma. I'm like, look, I will do, y'all come on now. I needed a miracle. And in 5 days, we brought in 49,000 and ended at 252,000 in volume to go ambassador and my husband to go presidential diamond. And I was like, y'all, last October, he was executive. And I don't mean like executive with 10,000 in volume. I mean executive with 800, 2 people at 400 BV. And by the end of April, he was presidential diamond. Is anybody on here executive? Anybody on here executive or Ruby? Okay, where do you want to be in 7 months? Because that was the end of April. And I'm talking end of May. That gives you a grace month. Sissy, where do you want to be? What do you need for your life? What kind of finances do you need in your household? There is nothing wrong with you. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to come from a certain place. I'm from the trailer park. Okay, I got 3 kids. I grow gray hair. Had a mom tummy and mom arms and not looking cute. I'm 37 years old. I'm not young. Okay. But I kept looking at everybody else going, oh my God, I'm not like them. I don't look like Cheyenne Knox. I don't have an Instagram like so-and-so. I don't know how to mass enroll. I'm not a mass enroller. But you know what I do know how to do? I know how to do the simple things and do a whole bunch of them. There is no rocket science. There is no special tip or trick that you are missing. You have everything you need. Can you be nice to people? Awesome. Can you be nice to a bunch of people? That's all you're missing. If what you're thinking doesn't serve you and serve your goals, turn it off. I had to do that. I was so full of fear. We brought my husband home. Okay. We moved from Texas back to Las Vegas, Nevada, which is where his family is from. Okay. And I had 3 tiny people and I'm like going, oh my gosh, we made this decision and my paycheck was $3,000 total. So after we do our tithe, okay, I've got enough to maybe cover the mortgage and that's it. No groceries, no nothing, no utilities, $3,000. Kelly, it was time to poop or get off the pot. And I'm telling you right now, sister, poop or get off the pot, but make the decision. And if you decide to do everything you know to do, I promise you, you will win. I can't tell you what on May 2020, the May 31st, your e-suite's going to say, but I can promise you this. You're going to feel really good about what you've done. And that's just as worth a paycheck to me. At the end of the day, I'd gladly give back every dollar I've made for the person I've become. I'm stronger. I'm braver. I'm a lot less scared. And you know what else? I'm excited because I know I can do hard things. That to me is invaluable. And you need that for you. You need that for you. Use the products and get results. I don't need to lose weight. Awesome. I'm not saying you're fat. Then don't do that. But can you use some hair, skin, and nails and grow out some hair? Well, I don't want long hair. Awesome. Can you do something? Because that makes you excited about what you're selling. You go, hey, this stuff actually does work. It worked for me. And it gives you confidence to sell it. Does that make sense? I don't use Thermofite X. You know why? Girlfriend ain't going to remember to take it. That's the truth. But you know what I do remember? I'm hungry in the morning. This is my breakfast. You know what I do remember at lunchtime? I'm hungry. Do you know what I have? BFF. And I'm down 16 pounds. For me, that's huge. Does that make sense? Now, when I talk to people and they go, well, do the products really work? Yes. Let me tell you what it's done for me. Let me show you look at my pants. Guess what? I wear a small now instead of a medium large. I'm like, I'm excited. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited about all of it. You know why I'm the most excited? Because I know that if I can do it with all this simple stuff, nothing fancy, you can do it. And I can get excited about people any day of the week. You can. And you have everything you need. There's nothing wrong with it.
You are awesome. Seriously. Yeah, can we just give like
No,
a round? I'm like, are we gonna start? No, seriously, we appreciate you so much. I appreciate your time tonight. And I know that you best news so far.
Yeah, like legit.
No, seriously, I know that you've touched a lot of people tonight. I almost cried, but I didn't. So that's, I felt
Look at you.
I'm like, I don't often cry on Zoom, but this was just like, really, this is crazy. This was really, really good. You're really amazing.
Thank you, friend. And thanks for asking me and for messing. Like, I just got in the house and I was like, oh, I'm coming right now.
All right. We're going to take a quick picture if that's cool before we wrap it up.
Totally.
All right. Everybody smile. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay. We will get this on YouTube. Kellie, thank you. And we just appreciate you and your time so much.
You bet. Thanks, y'all, for having me on.
Bye.
Have a good night.